Hi everybody, this is Fully Off and welcome to another episode of Minecraft on the Just Vanilla server. Before we get stuck into today's episode, there's a couple of things I need to do, a couple of things I need to show you. But firstly, before I do any of that, we need to sort out this guy behind us. I was up on the top of the farm, the farm that we're building behind me, this one. I was up on top of there yesterday, putting the next level on, which is going to be sugarcane, or which is sugarcane. And I could hear and I thought, oh, one of the villagers has glitched into a wall or something, so something's happening downstairs. Anyway, I jumped down and there's a villager stood here. Where was he? He was stood here. And he was eating, a zombie stood here and he was eating one of my villagers through the wall. And my villager, being stupid, he's just stood there, letting himself get bitten. So consequently, before I'd got a chance to sort it out, the villager inside had turned into a zombie villager. He ran around and got the other villager and turned him into a zombie villager. So I had two zombie villagers in there. So I've run off and got myself a couple of name tags to come back and name tag them. But unfortunately, one of them still despawned. And I think that one only hasn't because he's carrying wheat. And I know zombies that are carrying something don't despawn. So maybe that's why he hasn't despawned and the other one has. But anyway, as a consequence now I've got no villagers down the bottom. So I need to turn him back into a villager from a zombie villager. And I've had to go in and I've got rid of all of the wheat that was in there, because once he's turned back to a zombie villager he's going to have an empty inventory. And what I don't want is him to turn back into a farmer and then start farming the crops, because if he does he'll have wheat in his inventory and that'll ruin the farm. So I've had to empty the bottom of wheat at the moment, and I'm going to have to go and fill him up with this. It's going to be a right pain, this is, because I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've only got 9 stacks of seeds and he needs 8 of them in his inventory, and I need to replant this entire area. Anyway, it's going to be fun, regardless, so we'll go in and lob some seeds at him. Let's go in and change him back into a villager while I'm talking about it. Oh, that happened instantly. Wow. I was expecting a bit of a fight on my hands there. Or a bit of a wait, anyway. Look at this, this is what you can see. Have a look. All the potatoes and the carrots and everything just automatically coming down. The sugarcane comes down there as well. I've come across a bit of a problem that we'll have to sort out. Did I whack myself while I was at it? All of the stuff, like you saw in the last episode, all of the stuff is collected off the track down the bottom via a hopper minecart, which is a great system and it works perfectly. However, hopper minecarts only have, see, everything falls down there and is picked up by that fella there. But hopper minecarts have only got 5 slots in their inventory. So if there's any more than 5 different items on the tracks, it will only pick 5 of them up. And there are always going to be seeds and wheat because it picks those up first. So when it gets to the middle, it's only got enough. There's some sugarcane. It's only got enough slots there for 3 items. Now at the moment we've got carrots, we've got potatoes, we've got sugarcane up there, which is fine. But I wanted to put pumpkins and melons up there as well. And if I put pumpkins and melons up there, potentially there could be 7 items on the tracks and it will only pick up 5 of them. So I've got to work on a system that is going to eliminate that problem. But at the moment, as you can see, it's working great. So I need to lob some seeds at you. If I throw some seeds at you, you're going to start planting, aren't you? Now, are you going to plant everything out of your inventory? I don't think you will you? I'm asking questions I don't know the answers to. Let me lob some of this in there out of the way for the time being and get myself some seeds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stacks of seeds. Get back in there and throw them at the farmer. There he is. There he is. Farmer dude. You have those away. I know you're going to start planting. I know you are. I know you are. So let's see if we can give you a hand for a little while. I've only got 26 of them now. I really could have done with some more. I was over at Papa Smurf's the other day helping him with his own farm, which has gone very well. But we've managed to get through loads of seeds, and I could do with them now, but I don't have them. I'm just going to have to hope, and I think it's the case, I'm going to have to hope that you will not plant more than a full stack of seeds. Therefore, at least you won't be able to pick up any wheat. If you start picking wheat up, you're gone. There's no two ways about it. We'll have to let another zombie in here and turn you into a zombie villager again. Or replace you with somebody else. But I can't have you with wheat in your inventory. So consequently, zombie village, and I knew they did, zombies eat villagers through walls, I knew they did, I did nothing about it, I paid the price. So what I'm doing to stop that, which was an idea by BP Dorian actually, which I think is fantastic, is to put something in the corners to stop them from being eaten through the corners. I wish I'd have thought of that. So I'm just going to run around here and put some more up. I'm going to move these trees eventually. I mean, there's no reason. I need to put some stuff in there, don't I? No reason to put them there because there's no way that the zombies are going to be able to get up there. However, for aesthetics, I'm going to put them in anyway. So I don't think it looks too bad. See, just there, ideal for, because the villagers are stupid and they just stand there to get eaten. So that's ideal to stop that from happening. Perfect solution. That's done, that's done. Can they get in there because of the ladder? Don't think so. Right, just take a look back over here. Look at this. Are you going to stop planting? Ah. Yeah, so that's my farm at the moment, and it works brilliantly. What do we say? It works like a charm. I was gonna put mushrooms in there. I was gonna put cactus in there. I was gonna put all kinds of stuff in there. And as I say, I'm scuppered, and I'm glad I thought about this before I did it, because we could have wasted a lot of time doing it. So until I've got a system underneath and a storage system underneath, I think that's as high as it's going to get. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I've planted loads of trees. I need a lot of wood because one of my projects coming up is going to be, and I don't know whether I mentioned it to you, I need a villager trading hall, which we built a stone one in the last series, which worked really well. Very pleased with it. So I'm going to build it again on this server, but I'm going to give it a bit of a theme. We're on an island. So it makes sense, if we're going to be trading with somebody and we're on an island, it makes sense to have some kind of trading ship. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a big ship in here, in this dock, in this bay. I'm going to build a big ship, and inside it, we're going to have the villager trading hall. And it's going to be like a trading ship, like a Cutty Sark kind of thing. So the villagers are going to drop down the middle of the quad pod, down there. They're going to go along underneath the ship, come up, and then populate inside the ship. You just got to imagine at the moment we're going to have a huge, and it's going to be quite big, sailing ship with masts and everything in the middle there, and on the lower decks there are going to be those guys to trade with. I think it's going to look fantastic. Little Lauren's still there. Our little Lauren. Lauren's still not got around to come and fetch him yet. I think this is from Papa Smurf. He bought me a horse because mine glitched into the wall and died, so thanks for that, Papa Smurf. And yeah, you can have away with some books. I've been attacked by the backyard bully, whoever the backyard bully is. I suppose it's better being attacked by the backyard bully than the backdoor bully, but we won't go into that. And Toomsy says thanks for keep up the good vids. Thanks for that, dog. Appreciate that. And we've also had a visitor from Tanya. We've had a visit from Tanya. I apologise, Tanya. I was AFK fishing, and it looks like she's come back and thrown a rod at me, and I've ignored her. So sorry, I wasn't ignoring you. I was just AFK fishing. And yeah, of course you can borrow some books. By borrow, do you mean borrow as in you're going to bring them back? Or borrowed as in indefinitely borrowed? Yeah, I think I know the answer to that one. Right, so I think we're caught up now. As I say, I need the wood there, or the trees for the ship, which we'll start building. I probably won't start building that this episode, but certainly over the next couple of episodes we'll be building it. But what I'm going to do now, I think, Toomsy wanted some help with one of his automated farms, an automated wheat farm. So I think we'll head over there now. He's over there, old Toomsy, 350 odd blocks away. We'll head over there, see what he wants, see if we can help him out. Well, my worst fears have been realised. I knew it was going to happen. I couldn't find Toomsy, by the way. He's not been on, so I don't know. I can't help him. Toomsy, I can't help you. But my worst fears have been realised. This guy is actually picking up the wheat, which is a problem because I don't want him to pick up the wheat. So I think we're just going to have to subject you to a bad case of zombieism. So you, come on. See if we can get you up there. Come on, I'm offering you a free meal. Oh, come on. How stupid are you? Yeah, come on then. I know you can climb up here. Oh, you can't because of the rails, can you? Alright, that's a note to everybody. Zombies and mobs in general do not like climbing over rails. Right, so we need to get you in here, don't we? Come on then. Frighten the life out of the bloke in here. Alright, let's get out. Oh, got me. Don't believe you. Right, so yeah, not something I do as a rule. Subject my villagers to zombies. However, now we're playing on hard, so there should be a 100% chance that he will get turned into a zombie villager, which will empty his inventory. Let's morbidly stand and watch him get eaten. Go on, run fella! I need some Benny Hill music now, don't I? If the first ones had run this quick, we wouldn't have had this problem, would we? Right, I'm going to assume he's going to catch him. So I need to grab a name tag. So I'll just go and grab a name tag and then I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I've got myself a name tag. We're going to call him Bob for no really good reason other than we can. That's assuming he's been caught. Have you caught him yet? Jeez Louise. Don't tell me I'm going to have to go in there and pin him. Oh God, this is painful. Ah, finally. Right, so I need to get in there now and name Bob. Right, so maybe he needs to carry something as well. Can you carry some seeds? Yeah, you're carrying seeds. Right, let's see if we can get around to killing Bob's mate then. Without killing Bob. Here I am. Okay, Bob mate. I'm going to run off now and actually I might leave you like that for a while. I might leave you like that just for the sake of leaving you like that. All of these have got to grow and I've got to harvest this and then I've got to regrow them and harvest them again because I really need this field to be completely planted and you carrying 8 stacks of seeds before we do that again because clearly you will plant everything in your inventory, which you're not meant to do. Uh-oh. So enjoy yourself, Bob, mate, and I'll be back later. Right, what we're going to do as soon as Tombs is not there, we're going to start on the pirate ship. We're going to start the trading ship. We're going to build it here. And all the villagers then are going to come out of there on rails into the hold of the ship, into the trading hall. But before I do any of that, I need to empty this area of water. I've put a base down. This base sort of represents the size that I need for the villager trading area. It's going to be 15 by 15 with the rails down the middle. You know the one I mean. We built it in the last series, but this one's just going to be made out of wood, not stone. But I can't build it underwater because of the redstone, so all of this is going to have to be emptied. So I've designed a little contraption that is just going to automatically fill this with sand. I know there's one out there. I used Il Mango's design a while ago, but that relies heavily on budded pistons and slime blocks, which I don't have, or I don't have lots of, and it was very, very complicated, and also it covered quite a large area. This one we only need it to cover a little area. So I'll go and grab some redstone, and we'll probably do a little time lapse, and I'll just build it with you, and then I'll stand there doing a bit of AFK gravel and sand shifting and do a bit of a time lapse. Brilliant. Right, after a bit of a hiccup to start with, and it not working because of the timings and everything, that worked like a charm. So I've just got to move this now down the other end, move all these along. Because of the push limits on the pistons, I can't do all of it, but I knew that before I started. So I need to mirror this over there to do the two on the other side, and I need to move all of this down to the end and move that over the other side. Do it another 3 times, and this area is done. So I'll do that off camera, and then we'll come back and start digging it all out. Brilliant. So I've done that, and it took about an hour and 20 minutes or so, maybe an hour and a half. And I did have to go and get some more sand for that as well, which I've nicked from down the bottom here. So I didn't have to go very far, but about an hour and a half, and out of the hour and 30 minutes, I probably spent about 15 minutes doing any work, setting up the pushers at either end. The rest of the time it was spent AFK, and I sat here watching YouTube videos and having something to eat. Nice cup of tea. It was lovely. So it was well worth doing. And now all I've got to do is empty out the middle, and that's really easy to do. I just need a really good shovel. No, I'm joking. Really, I don't need a shovel at all. If we dig down to the bottom, how many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So if I dig down to the bottom, don't dig down to the bottom on that one. If I do down to the bottom on this one, oh, count again now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16. I haven't left myself a lot of room actually. 16. So if we do that, if we get the redstone and break the bottom piece of sand and quickly place a piece of redstone down, it'll mine all of this sand, which is super duper. But what I don't want to do is go all the way through the other side, because that'll make me look like an idiot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll empty all this out and then we'll decide what we're going to do. Right, so it's all dug out, it's all hollow, and it's time to start putting a bit of the framework down for the villager trading hall. So I've calculated the centre of the ship. The boat is going to be down here, so we need to replace that with a line of wooden planks. Basically, this is going to be the bottom of the boat. And on that we're going to have, actually I need the middle one of those to be a redstone block. You never catch those things. This is just to power the powered rails that gets rid of the villagers at the end, if we want to get rid of them. So this is pretty modular, so let's get rid of that now. I know it's... Oh, now I know what it is. Right, so we need a block there, block there, block there, block there. Powered, powered. Not powered, powered. And then we can get rid of that one, because we don't need it. We just needed it so that that block hooked up like that. We need to power those rails. Okay. Then we need a bit of dirt, a bit of scaffolding. Never have too much scaffolding. So we need that there. We need a comparator pulling the signal off of that. I forgot what they're called now. What are they called? He's screaming at me. Can't remember. There it is. Detector rail. Of course it is. Detector rail. So we need a comparator pulling the signal off the detector rail going into a block. It's got a torch on the side of it. Now we need to make a bit of a torch tower. So we need that there, we need that there, we need a block above it. And then we need a torch on top of that. Block there with a repeater on it. Repeater. That goes into another block. And this is where we're going to have the fence. And we can get rid of this one. Brilliant. So basically now we also need a block there with a trapdoor on it. Have I got any trapdoors? I haven't. I can make a couple just to show you. Did I make a couple? There, I did make a couple. I'm terrible. That goes on there. Or does that go one higher? I'll work on that. I think that goes one higher. Yeah, it does. It goes one further up. Goes one further up there. Right, so that's the modular system of it. That basically that's going to be built all the way down this side and then all the way down this side. And as you can see, I've tried to taper it so it looks like the hull of a ship. When we put the skin on the outside of it, which is going to be sort of down there, that just about looks like the hull of the ship. And obviously the water level is about there, so most of this is underwater. All these guys are going to be underwater. Maybe we'll have portholes in the side. Yeah, probably. But I need to do that for the rest of this side. But that's going to be a job for later, I think. I think we've just about run out of time for today. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode, everybody. If you have, please don't forget to leave it a like. And if you've really loved it, don't forget to subscribe for future videos. This is Fully Off, and I'm out of here.